Guys, how are you? I hope you will be fine. Last week we studied about length, how we measure the length, and then volume, how we measure the volume, then how we measure the mass, and talk about the matter, and then how we measure the density of the object, and then how we change one unit into another unit, and what are the SI unit of these basic quantities, and how we measure the time, which instrument we use to measure the time, and which unit we use to measure the time. This week we will summarize, we revise everything again. Okay. Now, first of all, we revise length. Length we use in our daily life mostly ruler or meter rod or meter tape. And we use different kinds of unit, for example, millimeter, centimeter, kilometer, and we also in the past we use miles. But which is the standard in SI unit of this length is meter. Okay. Then after that, volume. Volume we measure two kinds of object. One, those have regular shape and some have irregular shape. Regular shape means they have definite length, width, and height. And irregular, they don't have these three things. Then when we measure the volume of the regular shape, we measure length and width and height, then we multiply. This is easy. But for the irregular shape, we use a liquid, water, and measuring cylinder. We put, first of all, water in the measuring cylinder and we note the reading. That we say it is initial reading or initial value. And then we immerse or put the object that has irregular shape and we want to measure the volume of that object, we immerse in the liquid. And then the level of the liquid increase and we note that reading, what is the value, we say that is final value of the liquid inside the measuring cylinder. And then we find the difference. We find the volume from the final value, we subtract the initial value. What is the difference? That is volume of the irregular object. Okay, this is how we find the volume. And then we find the density. Density easily, first of all, we measure the mass. Mass we measure with the pen balance, digital balance, and we use kilogram as a standard unit of the mass. And what is mass? Mass is the amount of matter that an object contains. And after that, we find the density. Density we divide the mass by volume. And we define as the ratio of mass to volume of a substance that is called density of that object. And this also we use different kinds of unit for the density. For example, kilogram per meter cube, but cube. For volume we use cube. And after that, how we find the time, how we calculate the time, we use different kinds. For example, in for we more accurately calculate the time, we use a stopwatch. And stopwatch have two kinds. One is analog, one is digital. Analog, we can read or we can find the value of the time with the hands of the clock. But with the digital stopwatch, we measure in digits. Okay, we use different digits in our on the clock of the for the time, and the standard unit of the time is second. Okay, boys, this all things that we finished last week, and we summarize and we revise again. Okay, again we will study this in class, and if even you don't understand anything, you can ask. Okay, bye, see you later.